Good morning. All right, today we are going to start our review packet. So this is a packet that's going to give you a few problems of all the math concepts that we've done throughout the year. Now, some of these we've done more practice on than others, but all of this needs to be understood and done by the time you finish fourth grade. So we're going to go through some pages each day, and I'm going to give you some examples, and then I'm going to ask that you finish the pages that I give you your examples on. All right, so today we're going to start at the beginning of the packet. Some days we'll skip around to different pages, but today we're going to go ahead and start the packet, and we're going to do place value. So I'm going to do this first one with you, and then I'm going to ask you to do the second one. Now, when we do these videos, you can pause me after I do an example, and you can finish that page, and then you can start the video. Or you can just go with me on all the examples and then go back and finish the pages that we talked about. So whatever works best for you, you do it. All right, my friends, number one says, find the value of the number given, then compare the different values. All right, so it says, what is the value of the 5 in the following numbers? So I'm going to look for the 5. The 5 here is in the what place? Ones, tens, hundreds. So the value is 500. Okay, where's the 5 here? Oh, the 5's in the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So the value is 5,000. Now it says, compare the value of the 5's in these two numbers. Well, this is 500. This is 5,000. So I times, because they are one place value apart from each other, I'm going to times by 10. Each time we go up, we times by 10. So I'm going to compare the value. I'm going to write 500 is 10 times less than 5,000. Or I could go the other way. 5,000 is 10 times more than 500. All right, now this is where you get the choice. You can pause and do the second problem on this page, or you can keep going with me. So if you're going to pause, pause now. If you're going to continue with me before you do that page, turn to NBT 2. Looks like this. All right, now on this one it says numerals, word form, and expanded form. Directions, write each numeral in word form and expanded form. All right, so I'm going to say this number and I'm going to write exactly what I say. Remember, when we get to the comma, we say thousand. So 3,789. So I'm going to write that. 3, T-H-R-E-E, and then I write the word thousand, T-H-O-U-S-A-N-D, 3,000, 7, write the word 7, 100, and then I'm going to write 89. So I'm actually writing those out in words. 3,789. Now I'm going to go in expanded form. Expanded form means I'm making it bigger. I'm stretching those numbers out. So I'm going to start in the first place value, and I'm going to say that is 3,000. Plus, what am I going to expand out of here? 700. And then what do I expand out of the tens place? An 80. And then what is my ones place? 9. 3,789. All right, now you can pause the video and finish these, Or you can continue to go with me and then go back and do these. This is 20,605, 109,000. Remember, every time we get to the comma, we say thousand, 230. And down here, we have 324,709. All right, next page is rounding. Rounding. Now we're going to round to the nearest place values. So I'm going to do the first one in each of these sections. So we're going to round to the nearest 100 on this section. Okay, so up here at the top, if we have 4 or less, what are we going to do? We're going to let it rest. And 5 or more, what are we going to do? Let it soar. All right, so nearest 100. The 7 is in the hundreds place. Ones, tens, hundreds. Okay, we look to the neighbor. What does the 9 tell the 7 to do? Well, the 9 is 5 or more, so it tells the 7 to soar. So we're going to leave these front two numbers the same, 23,000. I soar the 7 to an 8. And then because I'm rounding to the nearest 100, I always end in 2 zeros. So 23,800. All right, now on this one, I'm rounding to the nearest 1,000. So I know that my answer is going to end in 3 zeros. So I'm going to go to my thousands place, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. I'm going to go to the neighbor. What does the 6 tell the 3 to do? Well, 6 is 5 or more, so what do? I let it soar. So the 3 is going to soar to a 4. So 124,000, and then I'm going to end in 3 zeros. All right. Now, this one I'm going to round to the nearest 10,000. So on 10,000, I know that I have to end in 4 zeros. So I'm going to go to the 10,000s place, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. It's the 4. I look to the neighbor, which is a 1. Okay, so if it's 4 or less, I'm going to let it rest. Well, 1 is 4 or less, so I'm going to let the 4 rest as a 4. So I'm going to put a 4 down. I'm letting it rest. And then how many zeros do I need to add? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm at 40,000. All right, so you're going to finish those 3 problems following the example that I just gave. All right, the next page that you're going to do is adding and subtracting. Easy peasy, just make sure that you follow the signs. I will do 1 addition and 1 subtraction problem with you. All right. 9 plus 2 is 11, carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12, carry the 1. 7, if I add the 1 to the 6, then I have 7 plus 7, and that is 14, carry the 1. 2, 3, 4, and 3 plus 2 is 5, and I put my comma in. And there you go. All right, now I'm going to move to a subtraction problem. All right, here we go. 1 minus 8. Oh, I can't do that. If I have 1 Skittle, I can't take away 8. So I'm going to go to the neighbor and borrow from this 9 and make it an 8. And I'm going to make this 1 an 11 now. Okay, so 11 minus 8 is 3. 8 minus 0 is 8. 5 minus 4 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Uh-oh. 3 minus 7. If I have 3 Skittles, can I take 7 away? Nope. So I'm going to borrow from the 5, make it a 4, and make this a 13. Now I can do 13 minus 7 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. And my comma is already there. All right. Don't forget to borrow when you need to on those remaining subtraction problems. All right. Last page for today. We're going to skip a few pages. So you're gonna turn 1, 2, 3. You're gonna turn 3 pages, and on the back, you're going to get to NF3. Okay, adding and subtracting fractions, NF3. Okay. I'll give you a second to find that. It's about 3 pages back. Now, remember, when we add and subtract fractions, do we touch the denominator? Do we add these 2 numbers? No, we are not changing the size of the pieces. We're saying 1/4 plus 2/4. 2, 3 is 3/4. Okay? 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. Let's do a subtraction. 3/8 minus 1/8. 3 minus 1 is 2/8. Now, for you that want to get fancy, you can reduce 2/8 to its simplest form. If I divide the top by 2 and divide the bottom by 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So acceptable answers are 2/8 or 1/4. All right, my friends, those are the review pages that you need to complete for today. Okay? All right. Have fun.